Hey, church family. Pastor Eric here with today's word from the Word. And looking back at our message this last week, I wanted to focus on another phrase out of 1 Corinthians 10:13, where Paul referencing the concept that temptation is real, but we're always going to have to face it. He gives us hope when he says, "But God is faithful. He will not let us be tempted beyond what we are able." I just wanted to focus on a generalized kind of view of the fact that God is faithful. No matter what's going on, He is faithful. Nothing happens without God's knowledge or without God's permission. Our response is going to be um, decided by how much we trust in God and how faithful we're going to be to Him and to His principles, regardless of our circumstances or situations. So let's try and keep that in mind as we face day to day struggles, trials, things not going our way. I would just pray that we would say, you know what? God always wins. God is always in control. And even when it looks like the world is out of control or when I feel like I'm personally failing, it's okay because God is there and He's going to take care of it. Along those lines, I wanted to make sure that we talked about something that happened at church. Um, Early in the week, we received notice that our church had been listed by someone who had attended our church or been in our church as testing positive for the COVID-19 virus. Now, we have posted on our website our response to their letter. We've posted emails to every email address we have, but I also wanted to put it out here that having a case simply means this. It means someone went in for a medical procedure. They got tested and they found out that they were positive. The county, by law, cannot give us their name. It can't give us identifying information about them. And so, according to the letter, we are left in the dark. But it doesn't mean we are without knowledge. It does mean that we can respond appropriately. And there's a number of things we can do. One is that we can let everybody know. And we want to encourage everyone to make decisions that are appropriate to their own situation. As a church, we're going to continue to do the sanitation and take precautions that are reasonable and are prudent. But we're going to let people make decisions, as we always have, as to what is going to be best for their own personal status. So we wanted you to be aware of that situation. We also wanted you to be aware that it had occurred previously, and people are going to ask, the first thing they're going to say is, well, who is it? Was I exposed? And the answer is there was no name in the letter. But what I'm going to do is operate under the principle that I probably came in contact and I need to take adequate precautions, whatever that means for me. For me, that means making sure my hands are clean. It means trusting in God and trying to be respectful of others and their own convictions and whatever they need to do. So I wanted you to know that it wasn't a matter of if we were going to have somebody test positive. It's going to happen everywhere, every place. We've seen all around the world that the most protected people, world leaders from across the nations, every continent, have contracted the virus as well. It's going to happen in various places and at various times. So it was our time. And we're going to take precautions, and we just ask you to make decisions based on what is best for you and your situation. If you feel you are at risk in any way, please take whatever precautions you feel you need to take. We will honor and respect those. We love everybody and their own convictions. The other thing that I wanted to make sure we were aware of is the county did not ask us to step back and do different things. As a matter of fact, as you look on the letter or on the website, you will see it is the same four precautions that have always been around. Wash your hands, sanitize surfaces. If you feel sick, stay home. If you see someone who is looking sick or you exhibit symptoms, stay home. Take the measures that are appropriate for you. So that was the recommendations of the county. And one of the great things about their letter to us is they said, we want to see the continuation of your essential service. That means they didn't ask us to stop. They didn't ask us to do anything different than what we're doing in reality. So taking the precautions we can is simply all we can do. And we want you to be informed and take appropriate measures for you. Remember, God is faithful. God is in control. And trust in him, no matter what the results are, but it doesn't excuse us from being wise and to take those moments to say what is best for me and my family, what is best for our health and safety, and then act upon that. Don't enforce your standards on anybody else. Don't let anybody else enforce their standards on you. You're the one who's going to answer to God for your behavior. So take those. We're going to take the things that we're called to as a church. We're asking you to take those things that you're called to as an individual and to act wisely upon them. We love you. We'll answer questions if you have them. Feel free. We'll give you the knowledge that we can. Like I said, no idea who it is or exactly when it was, because it was somebody who tested. We don't know if it was the result of going in for a different reason. We don't know if it was in the past and they're still testing. We're not sure, but we're asking that if you have symptoms or if you've tested, please take the appropriate measures to keep others safe and to keep yourself safe. Love you. God is faithful. Whatever's going on, he's still there. He's still in control. We love you and ask that you would find comfort and that you would find confidence in a God who knows everything and who is all powerful. God bless you. Take care.